In the past 2 months, 175,000 refugees have fled from Burundi. They are fleeing political violence caused by conflict between the president and the opposition parties. Over 80,000 Burundian refugees have fled to Tanzania, and they have been placed in Nyarugusu refugee camp in a remote area of the country. Nyarugusu refugee camp was already home to 60,000 Congolese refugees, and with the arrival of over 80,000 Burundians, there are now over 140,000 people living here. There are not enough tents for the Burundians, and not enough space to put all the tents, so the Burundians are being placed in mass shelters. These shelters, made of wood poles and plastic sheeting, hold 200 people each. It's hard to capture the tragedy of a refugee camp. You can't see the guns and violence that cause people to flee. On one hand, the camp is a place of peace and, of course, refuge. But have a talk with one person of the many, and you realize that this is not a decent life. Living in crowded conditions, struggling for the basics, and most importantly, having no real future. ACT Alliance has been here since the Burundians first started arriving in May. CWS local partner TCRS provided 7 truckloads of emergency supplies in the first weeks. CWS and ACT Alliance are focused on water and sanitation services that are desperately needed here in the camps. We have brought in water tanks to increase the water supply at the mass shelters. We have built hundreds of latrines, and we are distributing 10,000 jerry cans for water storage. More Burundians are arriving. When we released our ACT appeal on June 19th, there were 49,000 Burundian refugees in Nyarugusu refugee camp. Now there are over 80,000. As more people arrive, the needs increase. Water tanks are filled every day, and then the water is used up. Despite coordinated efforts between UNHCR and NGOs like ACT Alliance, we still don't have enough water in the camps. Latrines get full. We decommission the old ones and we build new latrines. We distribute jerry cans, and then more people arrive with nothing for gathering and storing water. Soon we plan to expand and begin offering psychosocial support and services to the Burundian refugees. It's unclear when the political violence in Burundi will end. People here want to go home as soon as they can, but no one knows when that will be. Regardless, CWS and ACT Alliance will be here in Nyarugusu refugee camp, providing emergency services to Burundian refugees until it's safe for them to go home. I'm Tate with CWS, an ACT Alliance member.